Oh, yeah, it's not easy, man. Welcome back to another match reaction. This is West Ham nil, Everton 1 match reaction. Uh, it just didn't feel like it was gonna go down as a win, was it? It just didn't feel like that with what how we've been playing, and even how Everton played against. I was about to say against Anfield, against Liverpool at Anfield. They weren't even that bad. They were actually quite good. I don't think they're a great team, but they showed that they're better than us. And rightly so. They're way more concise. They're way more precise with the ball. Forget style of play, anything like that. They were just simple. I thought their best player was probably Mikalenko. I thought Mikalenko was brilliant. And I actually have a few problems with players that I like, rather than players that I dislike today. Even though I think Aaron Cresswell, he wasn't great. I didn't expect him to be though. I've given up with my energy. Um, but but I just don't get it. I'm not gonna go at the refereeing. To be honest with you, and yeah, let's just get straight into it. Obviously Emerson was out with suspension, so Aaron Cresswell stepped in, and we saw the downgrade, especially towards the end of of the game when Ben Rama came on, and we didn't even have a left back in the end. We saw that Cresswell and Ben Rama. We've been watching that left side for a bit now. That's one of the worst left sides ever in football. Like not even just like in West Ham history, in football history. That is one of the worst left sides you can watch. Ben Rama showing again why he's not in the team, and why his time is up. And this is so coming from someone who's got Ben Rama in the back of the blue and white shirt that we had 2 seasons ago. It's painful because I've been talking about problems with centre backs a lot this season, and I'm actually going to have a problem with the centre back that I like today, and that is Kurt Zuma. Kurt Zuma, I don't think was shit, but my main problem with him today was, now Everton don't play two up front, but Doucouré's the late runner coming off Calvert Lewin. Again, has Calvert Lewin already. He might not be able to out jump him. He might not be able to get the physicality on him. But Zuma, that's not your man. Doucouré's your man. And that left us a couple of times open for Doucouré to run in behind. And we were lucky that it wasn't 2-0 or 1-0 earlier, because of the save of Areola. Vladimir Soufal, that was a shite performance from Vladimir Soufal. Bad in possession. When he puts a good cross in, he's not looking up. He never looks up. He never uses his left foot. Guys, teams have been figuring this out for a couple years now. Press the fullbacks onto their weak foot. They won't use their weak foot. They get back to the goalkeeper. It's quite easy to play against us. And I've lost all hope this season for. I said this in the Olympiacos match reaction. I've lost all hope. I've lost all hope, or hopes and dreams this season of being a challenging team. You know, a typical David Moyes team that challenges any sort of Big Six team. I don't have the energy to be angry anymore, because this was the kind of stuff I predicted at the start of the season. I don't know why I opened my big mouth a couple of weeks ago and said that I'm a bit more positive. Even though we had one game, I actually took into account what people were saying about the hard fixtures we had with Liverpool, Manchester City and Newcastle. I was like, okay, fair enough. That means that surely we'll play better against Aston Villa, who are a good side, but we have a great record against. We got battered. We lost to Olympiacos by being very naive and putting the second team out. We got to figure out this is not the Conference League where we were playing against Silkeborg. This is Olympiacos, who have been in Europe for a long time. And as much as we should still be beating them, we need to be just playing our strongest team, because people like Fornals don't want to be here anymore. And he's whinging on the bench and stuff like that, whinging coming off, and it's the lineup that I kind of wanted today. Obviously, barring Cresswell, I've got criticisms of Sufa at right back and even Kera at right back at times, and I've got criticism of again, even though I didn't think he was actually that bad today. I actually thought he was okay. I thought he held it down quite well. Probably one of his better performances of the season. A good diagonal now and then, and put some good blocks in. Got in front of the man, headed a lot of things out. We didn't actually let crosses into the box get in, which we shouldn't, with how tall our two centre backs are. And credit to Moyes for benching Thomas Souček. But it ended up being the fact that because Cresswell doesn't really hug the touchline like that, we don't really have a left side. I do think that Paquetá, Kudus and Bowen behind whatever striker we play up front could work, but with Emerson a bit more advanced because Cresswell hasn't got the legs or the intelligence to do any of that. Alvarez and Ward-Prowse, why are we using this midfield the other way around? Like, Ward-Prowse is being deeper than Alvarez. That's clearly an instruction, because Alvarez would do something good today, then he would do something bad today. He should never shoot a ball ever. I think that's what we've discovered today. Everyone was giving the ball away. Everyone, from our defenders to our midfield to our attack. We didn't give anything to Antonio. I didn't think Antonio did anything, but I didn't think taking him off and putting on Benrahma did anything either. If you're going to take him off, you put on Maxwell Cornet or Mubama, not Danny Ings, who got booed today. I actually have nothing against booing players. I feel a bit sorry for Danny Ings because we don't give anything to him. Just my opinion. I don't think we should have signed him anyway, but he's only plays in the two up front, and yeah, he's clearly not liked at West Ham. But Alvarez and Ward-Prowse, yeah, I actually think Ward-Prowse actually played quite well, intercepting the ball, etc. And we know that Moyes is probably going to go back to playing Souček, trying to fit him in, and I think he kind of has to, even because Alvarez and Paquetá both got suspensions. So I think you'll see Ward-Prowse, Souček, Benrahma, Kudus, Bowen, Antonio. I think that's the... If it only comes to Premier League games, these bans, then I think that's the four you'll see. Would I rather them be suspended for Arsenal and Brentford? I don't really care, because we're probably going to lose both games. I wanted to be up for the Arsenal game, you know, all pumped up and all fierce and put it on them against Arsenal because it's Declan Rice's return. I don't have the energy. I'm going to go to the game, but I don't have the energy for all of that. And I don't particularly care, to be honest. I did care, but then I realised I'm not going to fight. And Arsenal were going to put out their second team, and it will still beat us. And what does Maxwell Cornet have to do to even get a sniff? I don't know. I don't understand Moyes' substitutions, his team selection sometimes, even though I was happy with the team today, and even when he makes a lack of substitutions. I thought Mohamed Kudus tried. I think his touch was a bit off, but I think overall he tried his best, and I think he retained the ball. He showed incredible strength, and I think Paquetá played better towards the end when he was playing with Kudus, and throughout the match he hasn't been his best, and past 3 games since the international break he's been shit. And yeah, that's it really. Everton deserved the win. They, even when they were 1-0 up, they looked more like scoring. It was only the first 6 and 7 minutes where we passed the ball around okay. Like, the football, you can tell that people can pass 5 yards. It's just that these players aren't coached to pass 5 yards. They're coached to end up long balling it and try and pick up the second ball, even though we are slow to the second ball every single time. It just feels like it's becoming a lack of effort as well. I feel like I'm seeing a lack of effort in a lot of these players. And the David Moyes era should have ended on a trophy and not like this. But I have a feeling that we're obviously not going to get relegated because that's how shit Bournemouth, Burnley, Luton and Sheffield United are. But forget trying to catch up with like Newcastle and Brighton, who we are 3 points behind. If we can't beat Everton, we're definitely not going to beat Brentford, who we've never beaten in the Premier League since they've been here. But that is it from me. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. I'm on the road to 200 subscribers. My Twitter and Instagram is GVOMikes. And yeah, follow that, all of that stuff. And yeah, try and get to 200 subscribers as soon as possible. But thank you guys for watching. And check out my Manchester Derby match reaction as well. Goodbye.